Hi guys, it's been a whole week. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 32. That got here like really fast. I was just 22. Time sure flies. Like, I mean, I don't want to go backwards, but 40 is on the horizon. Not to say 40 is old. Not to say 40 is old. It's older than 32, but it's not old. Anyway, let's get into this Housewives review. This is Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 12. We start off with Eva laying on the couch. She got the kids running around. Michael comes downstairs and she immediately tells him about her beef with Portia and how, you know, it's instigated by Salt Bae, and Salt Bae is Candy. Candy seems, I guess she feels like it's necessary to run and tell that with every conversation she has. Like, if you're talking to her, just know if whoever's not there, they will be privy to the whole conversation the next time you see that person, because she gonna run and tell it. She gonna run and tell it. So Eva came to that realization that she better watch her mouth around Candy, unless she wants to always be confronted with something she said. She changes the subject, and then, you know, now we're talking about, I'm gonna just run all of this together. Marley was getting her name changed from Marley Ray McCall to Marley Ray Sterling. It's just befitting because she's been with the man has been in her life since, I think they said she was like, did they say 15 months? I can't remember. He's been around a long time. I'm gonna just say that. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that she and Michael have been together that long. Like, I thought that Kevin was, you know, at least a part of Marley's life up until she was like 2 or 3. I don't know. I don't know all these people's business. So he wants to adopt her, and the first step is getting her last name changed. So they did that. We saw all of that. We saw her picking him up. We saw all of that. So yeah, she got the baby's name changed. Portia, Candy, Marlo, and Tanya go and meet up for, I think, a foot massage, and it's at the same place that they showed their behinds at a few seasons ago. And they probably allowed them to come back because Nene wasn't there, because Nene was the one showing her tail as usual. So, you know, they probably was like, oh, that girl ain't gonna be there. Come on, why not? So they there again. And they didn't really get in with the mess this time either. But, well, I should say it didn't, nobody was overboard. Nobody got dramatic. Nobody got loud. Nothing like that. Portia's just like, well, Tanya asked, you know, about the trip, you know, so, because I don't think that she had talked to them about it or whatever. And Portia immediately was like, well, that conversation that we had at the dinner, well, that Kenya, you know, stirred up. She was asking all them loaded questions, and she kept directing them, in my opinion, to you, Tanya. It was, you know, so what do you think about your husband cheating? How would you feel if somebody told you your husband was cheating? What do you think cheating is? Like, is it talking on the phone? Is it carrying a conversation? Is it buying drinks? Yeah. She was directing every question toward Tanya. And Tanya picked up on that. She's already hip to it. Because, well, for one, Cynthia, we find out that Cynthia had already told her about everything. So she was already knowing what was going on. So Kenya, with her antics, trying to be cute, Tanya was already a step ahead of her. I don't think she knew in that moment, but she still picked it up just like everybody else did. These folk, and first, okay, this, I have to say this. They at the massage parlor that they're at, or at the spa, they give you, you know, your attire is just like it's an orange t-shirt and some orange shorts, like some sweat shorts or whatever. And that's what you have to wear while you're there. Everybody wearing it, but Portia and Marlo got to tie their shirts up like we 15. I can't stand the overtly sexy woman. Like, you can't dumb that down to get a massage. Like, we all got this on. Everybody got it on. You don't have to be trying to stand out and be like, we got it. We get it. We get it. Your body. We get it. We get it. I don't understand. They had their shirts tied up in the front like we was 14 again, running around outside. I don't get that. I don't understand that. Anyway, while they're talking about, you know, the whole Kenya situation with her bringing up Tanya's husband and all of that, Tanya is like, well, I got one more for you. I got a little tea on her. Everybody's like, you do? Do tell. So she's like, well, and she made it seem like, oh my God. Okay, let me just talk about it. She pulls out she says, well, Kenya she sent me a text after everybody left, and she said that she left something in her hotel room, and could I bring it back to Atlanta? And so it was in a package. It was in a box, I guess. And she and Paul are like, no, we're not finna just bring anything back home. Like, we gonna have to open this up. So they open it up, and she's like, and then Marlo's like, what is it? A charger and a wig. That's it. That's it. Y'all had us wait all week for that. Y'all could have gave us that at the end of last week. That's it. A wig and a charger. Okay. Like, if you are familiar with wigs, weave, all of that, you know, false hair type of stuff, clip-ins, links, whatever you want to use, if you're familiar with it, then you can spot one a mile away. Whether you think that you blend in really well or not. For the most part, if you know a person, like, you can spot it when they're wearing it, especially a wig. Especially a wig. Now, pieces, sometimes that goes undetected, especially those micro links, because folks Eva wears micro links a lot, and they're always gorgeous. Always. But she wears those. When she's wearing that long hair, she's wearing micro links. I don't know if she's gonna be able to do that now, because she's real short now, pixie cut. I mean, but you can add in some links to a pixie cut too, and have you a little, as long as your hair can cover up the links, you good. But they made such a big deal out of Kenya wearing these wigs. They done showed a montage of pictures of her, I guess, on the trip or wherever, where she's wearing the piece. Marlo gets up. She want to see it. She want to put it on Tanya. Tanya's like, don't be putting other people's wigs on my head. And then Candy gets up. Oh, I forgot something. Before that, Marlo asked Candy. Marlo asked Candy, how she felt about the whole situation. And I don't feel nothing. I mean, Kenya says outlandish stuff all the time. So, I mean, I didn't. So you still gonna act like you don't know what's going on? Okay, girl. Okay. She's just, I'm always saying that Candy don't be lying. She running her mouth, but she ain't lying. This go round, she been lying. She been doing a little lying by omission. Sitting around in the crowd, listening to the conversations, knowing the details, knowing what's going on, but she don't have nothing to add. The truth. She don't have the truth to add. Okay, girl. They They did. They flashed that conversation again between the cookie lady, Kenya, and Cynthia. They keep reminding us of that. They keep reminding us of who all know what's going down and ain't saying nothing. But I think they were showing that because Cynthia had told Tanya what was going on. So, I mean, that was cool. But she should know that Kenya's not going to be happy with that. But Cynthia said she'll deal with Kenya when that happens. Oh, and they all warn her that she gonna get it. It's like, ain't nobody scared of Kenya. Like, what can she do besides just try to drag your name or like her normal antics? She's not a threat to anybody. I mean, especially if you ain't out here doing nothing, if you ain't out here involved in anything, illicit or anything like that, then you really shouldn't have nothing to worry about with her. Like, it's just going to be a bunch of mouth. She's just going to be shady towards you. Okay, so what? She's shady towards everybody. Portia and Lauren go down to Miss Diane's house. And Portia, shows her mom, I got the ring back. And her mom's like, oh, so what does that mean? Well, it means we're working on things and we're working towards, a better situation for our family. And, basically they're still not here for Dennis. They don't care about Dennis. They don't block Dennis. And especially Lauren. Lauren is really over it. And I hope that this shows everyone. And I feel like every young woman has been guilty of involving their friends and their family or just their friends, in their relationships, especially when things go bad. I did that a lot, especially when I was in college. I'm sure my friends couldn't stand his ass. I didn't care. I mean, I just wanted to vent, I don't care about it. It didn't deter me or nothing like that because that's my man, 20 grand. So it didn't deter me, when you grow up, you realize that they haven't forgotten. They didn't forgive him as quick as I did, and I mean, not now. Should nobody be mad still? Because if so, I mean, they ain't around. Those people are not around. So I'm not worried about that now. And I don't do that now, especially now that we're married. Like, what's going on over here is going on over here. Mind your business. Let's just move on. Kenya, Candy, and Cynthia meet up. Oh, let me finish up that Portia and Diane and Lo situation. Because I got on a soapbox. I do that. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's diagnosed or nothing like that, but that happens. That happens a lot. Like, I'll just full on get on the soapbox and move on. Like I finished that thought before I started getting on the soapbox, and I didn't. Portia, Diane, and Lo, she was going over there to tell them basically Dennis wants to apologize to y'all, and he wants to sit down with y'all. Moving on. Eva and Mike, after they get out of court, after the name is changed and all of that, Eva's standing out in the street, emotional, crying, understandable. Kevin didn't show up. Hallelujah. He didn't show up there acting crazy. Although in social media world, there was a time when he got arrested at court. But I don't know. I guess it wasn't that situation, but I don't know where he was. I don't know why he was in court or why he was in there getting arrested and drugged down the stairs and stuff. Kevin, pray for him, okay? Pray for our good brother. Kenya, Candy, and Cynthia meet up, and Candy goes right in and lets everybody know about the spa situation and what happened at the spa. First she's like, well, we talked about you and them loaded questions towards Tanya. I didn't do that. I didn't do. Yes, you did, girl. Yes, you did. You did just that. She's still sitting up there trying to play coy, like those weren't her intentions, and she wasn't, being specific about anything. Then they order their food. Candy orders crab cakes. She orders something else, but she orders crab cakes as an appetizer. Everybody order their drinks. Kenya I'm gonna have the crab cakes too, but she ordered them as her entree. They bring out the drinks, and then they bring out Candy's crab cakes because, of course, they're an appetizer. That's all of that's gonna come out together. Kenya, I'm not understanding why she got her crab cakes and I didn't get my crab cakes. And the waiter was like, girl, because you ordered that as an entree, so it's gonna come out with the rest of the food. No, I wanted what she had. And the waiter said something, but I know he wanted to cuss her out. And I know he did when he got back in that kitchen. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, don't be rude to the servers. She wanted to be mean to Tanya in that moment and couldn't. So what's the word? The next best thing, that's not what I was trying to say, but the next best thing is to lash out on the waiter right quick. That was just, I don't like going out to eat with people like that. If you're going to be rude to the people serving us, to the people making the drinks, to the people hosting, seating us somewhere. If you're going to be rude to the people in service, don't invite me. Do not invite me, because I can't stand, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing because most of the time it's petty. Now, a bug in your food, raise all hell. Hair in your food, you ain't got to raise hell, but you definitely need to speak to the manager. But when you order wrong, do you have to show out? Like you can get your order right without showing out. There I go again on a soapbox. But anyway, Kenya, she hears about the whole wig situation because Candy gives her back her wig. And, then she has to add on that there was a whole conversation about it and what folks said and what folks did with the wig. So now Kenya's all upset and she gonna get her back. Okay, whatever. Tanya, Candy, Cynthia, Eva, they meet up at a pizza place for Marley as they having a little party in celebration of her changing her last name. Eva's family is there, and then Candy runs them down on that situation again. And Tanya's there this time I don't like how they're trying to play Tanya. They're trying to play her like she's this pushover, because it's all, oh, you stood up for yourself? Oh my girl, I'm scared of you. You said this, and it's kind of like they still laughing at her and not with her. And I'm gonna need for them to not be on that. I don't want them to be on that because that's that mean girl stuff. Where we bring you into the fold, but we're all still loyal to one another and not you. But we can laugh with you, because half of them don't care for what's going on between Kenya and Tanya anyway. They ain't invested one way or the other, so they don't care if that lady comes for you. They're not going to be there for you in that moment. When it happens, you're not going to have nobody in your corner. Because they all laughing at you, girl. They all like, ooh, she going to get you, girl. She going to get you. And they can't wait to see it. I think that was it. Yeah, because they bring out the cake. Yeah, that was it for that little scene. Portia and Dennis, they all get together. The families get together. Even Dennis's mom shows up and Portia wasn't here for that. Portia was like, your mama. Oh, okay. But I mean, if your family can be all in the mix, then his mama can be all in the mix. But if Portia is making it seem like the mama ain't been, hasn't been there for her. She ain't called and checked on her to see, I'm sorry my son cheated on you. I'm here for you, girl. None of that. And the mom says, it's because she didn't know what to say. She definitely had her her words with Dennis. But as far as what should she, you know, bring to you, she ain't know. So she just didn't. Of course, Lauren and Diane still upset. You know, he's like, listen, can y'all unblock me at least? Like, when y'all got my daughter and I want to talk to her, see her, I can't because y'all blocked me. And then Portia didn't, she didn't even have Dennis's back in that, because she was on that too. You know, let's all beat up on Dennis. We all still mad. Tag teaming with her mama and her sister. Because she chimes in and she's like, well, I mean, you can call the iPad. You can call the iPad if you want to talk. Like, almost on some, well, you need to make a bigger effort, a better effort. So what? They blocked you. Those aren't all your options. You ain't exhaust your options. So I don't even know. I don't know if they got anywhere with this whole little sit down or not, but it's not worth talking about, y'all. It was kind of boring. I really wish that we could move on from this storyline and not be doing this weekly. Like, they're back together. Okay. We happy for them. I don't want to see, you know, pseudo therapy sessions with the family. I don't. Anyway, guys, that was it for Housewives. That was it. Oh, we did it in 20 minutes. Woo woo. I still have to do Power, so let me hurry up and get over here. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and light.